So there I am, 4K HDR on a huge wall projected. It's hard to describe, it's hard to capture with the camera, but this looks amazing, like someone just painted it there. Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Today, still constructing the studio upstairs, doing the same stuff as yesterday, nothing new to share. So I thought, why not address gear? As you know, the upstairs studio will be the perfect studio, fully acoustically treated and just the nicest gear. And I'm already hunting for a while for one very special thing I want to install in that studio, and I unboxed it a couple of days ago. Yes, it's a 4K projector. I have very interesting plans with it for the upstairs studio. I'll share more once I get there. So today, let's check out that bad boy. On the back, we got all of the connections. USB, power, HDMI 2 ports, USB, and then your audio in connections. On the top, the controls on, off, and like a wheel and OK button to get through the menu. LED for power, temperature, and the lamp. Right here, that little slider opens up to adjust the focus and zoom ring. On the front, this really amazing finish. The lens, 4K, of course, and HDR. Those two were the most important factors to me. 4K to just make it future-proof, because it will be installed in a very complicated way and I can't replace it any second. And HDR just looks a lot nicer, gives you more dynamic range for your video and video editing, and a lot of Netflix stuff and everything you stream looks a lot nicer. It comes included with a remote, which I absolutely love. If you install it on the ceiling, there is no way to access the buttons, so remote is a must. And in the middle is like a green one with a mic, more on that later. Of course, the power cord. And the only thing that was like a little weird was you have to install a USB stick to get like access to Wi-Fi. You have to open it up, which is pretty easy, straightforward. 2 screws, and then you just plug it in here. I don't know why they did it, why it isn't pre-installed, maybe to save costs, or maybe there's like an alternative version where you pay less that doesn't have the Wi-Fi included, but it's just, you need a screwdriver and it's done. The size is very typical for projectors, and the weight is, it's all right, shouldn't be a problem to mount it onto a ceiling. On the back, very important, adjustable feet, so you can get the angle right. It also has a very high brightness, so bright that you can even use it in a daylight environment. We'll test that in a bit. And I think one of the things that sets it apart is like the smart TV capabilities that are built in. Usually a projector is just projecting and that's usually it. This one right here has the smart TV functions built in, so YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, no problem, you can just access it. So if I ever in the A studio want to invite some friends and have like an epic, very good sounding, very good looking movie night, it's possible. Now let's actually turn it on. This room right here is really not the best because like all of the walls are covered with absorption, but upstairs we have like a clear wall. We can test this out. I'm sorry, it's a little messy, but as I said, we're reconstructing this entire place. This is our chill room where we usually sit, drink some beer. And now we got something nice in here to maybe play some PlayStation over there, or just watch some soccer games, or chill and Netflix. This just feels so good. It's on right there, projecting onto the wall. And right now, the entire room has windows on all sides, all of them open, bright sunshine outside. And I can show you, I can still see the picture. It's of course not the highest contrast, but you can read everything. You could watch a movie like this, although it's full on bright. I'll try to capture it, which is a little hard. I don't know how it translates through the camera. But that's pretty much the picture I get. And now let's close the windows. Now it's nice, crispy, sharp, perfect colors, totally usable. And as you can see, there's still light coming in. This is still not 100% darkness, and it works. That's exactly what I was looking for the studio, because I need a bright environment to work in, and at the same time I want to be able to see something. By the way, if you're wondering, there might be lines visible. That's due to the frame rate and how the camera is working. It's of course a stable picture. Now let's get it actually connected. You can connect your phone to it and just mirror whatever is happening on your phone. You can wirelessly connect your laptop. You can just hook it up with the cables and the connections on the side, so you're really flexible. And I think the first I'll try is MacBook HDMI and use some logic on that big projection. That's so crazy, because I'm working with Logic every day making my music, and it's usually like already on a big screen, but seeing it this big, it's all up there. It might not look that punchy on camera, but it's all readable even from a distance of like 3-4 meters. This button right here, the green one, is Google Assist. You can just press it, talk to it, and let it do a bunch of things. And the smart TV capabilities are really interesting. But I think I'll go now back to the studio, construct a little more, make some music, and do the smart TV part, Amazon, Netflix at home, and also test it in a 100% dark environment. I also measured while starting up the startup time. It's below a minute until you get a usable picture, which is really important. You don't want to wait too long if you want to use this as a TV replacement. I might actually do so for the next couple of weeks until the studio is finished. Like this right here. It's just fun. The menu is pretty easy, straightforward. You can choose iOS or Android to stream from your phone. You can connect wirelessly your PC. Source, USB, HDMI 1 and 2. Aptoid is included. Settings, of course, network, Bluetooth, pictures from your USB stick, sound settings. Just started the Aptoid TV app, and here we got everything that is important. YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime. You even got the media player, Firefox, some games. Let's maybe, for copyright reasons, pick YouTube. Quite excited. I drove all the way to Essen to visit a DJ and producer colleague. It's kind of cool. I can now watch myself in 4K, almost same size as myself. If you're interested in all of the other facts and how much it is, where to get it, I'll link it all down below in the description. I'm pretty exhausted from constructing the entire day the A Studio. Here, a very, very old picture of it. We'll see us tomorrow back again in the studio, probably more constructing.